KO3, we had the pleasure in April 2016 of going to the Learning Festival that you organised in Mauritius, and I found that a really tremendous week. And I think always the things that strike me at a learning festival is just how much people enjoy coming together to exchange their experiences. You never have to work at bringing the people together, you never have to facilitate it, to persuade people to do something they're uncomfortable with. This process of coming together and sharing their experiences and learning from each other is something that just seems always to be a great source of pleasure to people. And the other thing that always strikes me, and we saw in Mauritius again, was this wonderful sense of pleasure that people had when they understood that people were coming to listen to them, to learn from them, to appreciate them. And suddenly this made them aware of their achievements and proud of their achievements. And I think those are two of the wonderful things that happen when people come together at these learning festivals.
Yeah, I agree with you. I know the steps before this step, or what have we achieved, what have we learned, and what can we share. There's always a consciousness about achievements and the progress they're making. But the festival, as you rightly mentioned, give them some extra boost, about appreciating who they are and their achievement and what they're proud of. There are two examples I would like to probably share. The first is with the NGO, Group Residence in Maibo. And that NGO has a group of volunteers who's very enthusiastic about SALT and as their way of thinking and working. But what happened as a result of the Learning Festival, in the reflection on the festival, they said, but we never appreciated some of our own strengths. We took them for granted. But the festival reinvigorated the team of volunteers, and they sought to do things even better. They regrouped and they sought to engage the communities that they were working with in a more enthusiastic way, that we feel that we can really engage these communities and work with them in even better way. And that had resulted in them even agreeing to do a self-assessment of the NGO, as well as engaging new communities that they always wanted to work with, but they felt that they don't have that capacity, as it were. But realizing that the strength that they have, they say, well, okay, we are ready for this. And I think that's a remarkable result of the Learning Festival. And then there is, of course, Post Lafayette, a small village that is considered vulnerable. And they have been introduced to SALT and community competence during the Learning Festival, and they've capitalized on that opportunity. As usual with any community, when you engage them, they begin to talk about all the problems they have. during that first conversation, there was an icebreaker that's changed their way of thinking. And it was surprise to even themselves that, all the strengths we have, they begin to, the conversation starts with, what are you most proud of as a community? And that question made a difference for them.
Yeah.
And that motivated them to bond as a community. And after the festival, they were engaged in doing things even more as a community. So one of the things they say that, even Maibo had said, right, when we went to Post Lafayette, we've learned so much from them.
Mm.
Maybe we could do that even now without having a learning festival to gather something they have benefited from this. They feel that learning and sharing between communities can contribute to them doing things even better.
Yeah, it was. I think the nicest example that we've had of when we see the consequences of people coming together and learning and sharing, and then what you saw was what happened actions, and it's really nice. Very, very pleasing.